Family takes their frustration over a revolving door of the justice system straight to a judge.
Now, the family's grandfather was hit and killed by a drunk driver in 2007, but the man who was convicted in that case has been arrested nearly a dozen times since then.
You kind of forget about it a little bit, and then here a month later or 2 months later, here's a picture is back on the news.
Now the family's hoping a letter they wrote to a judge will lead to a greater change. Brittany Martin joins us now with their story. Brittany.
Josh, Kim, the family tells me they know there's not much Judge Poole can do about it, but they hope the letter they wrote will inspire change in our justice system. 72-year-old Robert Frizzell and his wife Joanne were driving back in May 2007 when they were hit by a drunk driver. Stephen Frizzell, who isn't related to Robert, was behind the wheel. Robert was killed. Well,
I remember us getting a phone call to go to the hospital, and that my dad had been killed and my mother was real injured.
Tom Frizzell is Robert's son. He says the next few years were filled with hate for the man who took his father's life.
He never stopped by, never wrote a letter of apology or nothing.
Stephen Frizzell was sentenced to 7 years in prison. After he got out, he was arrested again and again, like this time for drug possession and another for theft.
Kind of forget about it a little bit, and then here a month later or 2 months later, here's a picture is back on the news.
Several weeks ago, a friend sent him a picture of Frizzell's latest mugshot.
He was in Just Busted, and one of my friends sent me a picture, and I sent it to my daughter, and she got real upset about it.
That's when his daughter, Brooke, decided to write Hamilton County Judge Don Poole this letter. In it, she wrote, "Put yourself in the shoes of people that Stephen is affecting. Put yourself in the shoes of Stephen, who you are also doing a disservice to by not teaching him a lesson."
The laws need to change. Something needs to happen.
Tom Frizzell says he's proud of his daughter for her heartfelt letter, but knows there's not much Judge Poole can do in this case.
Give him the maximum for what he could, you know. That's why I say the laws need to be changed, because the boy hadn't learned one thing.
Stephen Frizzell was supposed to be in court today, but his court date was passed until next week. Kim.
Brittany, thank you. And Tom Frizzell says his mother, Joanne, is still recovering from that crash in 2007 and deals with medical problems now.